Hey, my name's Keith Kolomaychuk. I have had back issues my whole adult life, pretty much. Grew up as an athlete, played football, wrestled and ran track from seventh grade to 12th grade. And, body got pretty beat up during that time. And then I played some rugby in college and pretty active in outdoor sports, whitewater rafting and canoeing and stuff. So, probably sometime in my mid 20s, I started having back issues. Really kind of a classic, you can work outside all day and then you bend over to pick up a sock off the floor and your back kind of goes out and then you're laid up for a week or so. Um, it was a pattern that would happen to me, gosh, over, I would say, a span of roughly 20 years. I would go through this cycle of, being okay for a while, then I would have a back issue. I would be out for a week or two without really being able to move. Slowly it would get better. And then I could go anywhere from 1 month to 6 months to a year. And, this thing would happen again. And it was really just something I just kind of got used to and lived with. I've been in the Asheville area my whole life. And over the span that I've had this issue, I've been to all sorts of different types of chiropractors, some with some interesting techniques. I've really kind of given everything a try, but nothing has really affected my situation one way or the other, unfortunately. At that point, I'd kind of given up hope. Didn't really think that, short of I'd had doctors look at it and they suggested possible surgery, but they couldn't guarantee that surgery would help. So I just pretty much resigned to the fact that I was going to be just dealing with this, pretty much forever. And then, as it turns out, I'm an IT consultant, system engineer, and we picked up Radius Chiropractic as a new client. And I was assigned to them to be their main person, and I helped build the IT infrastructure here at the office, and got to meet Dan and the staff, and really got to know how it was set up, and was really impressed by the way the office was set up, the methods that they used. It seemed like they had a lot of I'm trying to think of the right word here, a lot of enthusiasm about their techniques and what they could do. And at the time, had gone through a pretty decent stretch of not having any issues. But sure enough, roughly about, I guess about 2 years ago, I had a pretty bad flare up where, I was out for a while, and figured I would just go ahead and call Dan and ask if, there was anything they could do to help. And sure enough, he made adjustments in his calendar to get me in because I was in pain. Really treated me well, and we set up several adjustments and set up a plan. And I was really successful with that. I've been pretty faithful with my appointments, and with the plan that they laid out. And knock on wood, it seems to have really helped. I've been going here for now, I think it's been about 2 years. I could be wrong, but it all tends to blend together. But yeah, I think it's been about 2 years, and during that whole time, I didn't have any flare ups at all, and which was really a huge. I'm almost positive that's the biggest stretch I've had without a flare up. What's interesting is that roughly about a month ago, I had my first flare up since being a client here. And immediately, to be honest, I was a bit down. I was like, oh man, it seems like, you know I knew that that was a possibility, but I was kind of hoping that maybe I was done with him. But I told Dan. I actually texted him, and he said, "Well, come in, let's take a look." And we went through a series of adjustments, and After a few days, I was to the point where I was up and around, back at work, moving slow, but my recovery time was way quicker. And now it's been probably 2 weeks since then, and really I have no ill effects from that issue at all. And it feels like almost that, I don't know. It was just the time that I was down was much quicker, and I really attribute that to the adjustments that I've had over time. And the thing about it is, I understand that this is the path where when I had my initial scans, they looked pretty rough, and I know there's a lot of work, me personally, to get done. But I've just been really pleased overall with the treatment, the types of treatment, the scheduling, the online scheduling really works for me. They've been really flexible as far as, coming in a little early or a little late. Um, there's never been an issue of, you know, um, scheduling being a problem, or, not being able to fit me in if needed. And like I said, I'm just really impressed by the level of professionalism that I see with everyone here in the staff, with the chiropractors, the doctors themselves. You know, I think they do a great job. You're usually in and out of here really quickly, and I get really beneficial effects from the adjustments. Sometimes more than others, but it's a process, and knock on wood. Hopefully, I'll be able to give another one of these in a year and still be cranking along. But thanks.